Right, so cast your mind back to 2002 for this story. Specifically June. It was June the 15th. Once again, I remember the date. These are like quite important dates, that I will remember in my life. So June the 15th, Spider-Man had just come out, okay? The Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. So I'm talking about the first Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man movie had just come out. It was my sister's birthday. And her and a friend and me being the little brother, she decided we're going to go and watch Spider-Man up in central London. So I'm 13 years old. I'm just thinking, hey, it's my sister's birthday. We're just going to have a calm day, probably go to a fast food restaurant like a McDonald's or Burger King after, go home, call it a day. Bang. So we go in there, we watch the movie. The movie's great. As a 13-year-old, I'm just like, what the hell? I can't believe this. Like, Spider-Man from the comic book is actually on screen. Like, I'm gassed. She's excited. Her friend's excited. We're watching this film and we're just like blown away. Proper blown away. Film ends, like, as a kid, you want to like, literally want to recreate all the Spider-Man kind of like moves and stuff, cartwheels and backflips and all of that, innit? So you start practicing. When I get home, I'm just going to be practicing my front flips, bruv, on my mattress. Watch when I get to school the next day, bruv. Mans can't chat to me about backflips. You know what I mean? I was in that mentality, proper competitive. So I was just thinking I want to go home after we've eaten. So we go Burger King, calm. Burger King's calm. I'm there as a kid. I'm munching my thing. She's talking to her best friend. We're all having a great time. Now, this is when stuff starts to get interesting. We leave the area, which is Knightsbridge, okay? It's Knightsbridge. If anybody knows Knightsbridge is very high-end. You're more likely to see famous people, sports stars, musicians, actors. That whole Knightsbridge area is very, like, high-end, yeah? But when you're a kid, you just think, yo, I'm away from where I live, basically. So it's an adventure like that. It is literally about, let's say, 7:30, 8 p.m., because it's summertime and it was slowly starting to get dark. In summer it gets darker later. So we're there, we're walking. As we're walking on a pavement, if you could imagine, the pavement starts to get a bit more built up with people, pedestrians. And it's not pedestrians moving, it's pedestrians stood in one place. And I'm like, right, this is kind of odd. Like at a protest or something, you know what I mean? Just bare people around, all on one place on the pavement. So as we get closer and closer and closer, it's like, yo, we can't get out of this road. Like, we might have to turn back and go a longer way round, around Knightsbridge. But then we just want to go home, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to practice my backflips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in the mood to be waiting. The bus is going to take like another half an hour to get back to ends anyway. So we're like, yo, we kind of just want to just bully our way through with these people. But at the same time, we are kind of like, what's going on? You know what I mean? There's a lot of people here. So then we get closer and closer. And then we realize people are standing around an exit of a hotel. A very big, fancy hotel. I remember it's like the gates to this exit were black iron gates, bruv. It wasn't no like rusted iron, where like the paint is chipping off. This was like, yo, these are high-end gates, bro. This is not a joke, bro. You know what I mean? And there was like two, are they called concierge? Those people that like wear all of the, they stand outside hotels and stuff like that, specifically high-end hotels. They welcome people with, when they're welcoming people with luggage and stuff like that, you know what I mean? They stand out there to help them with their shopping as they're going into the hotel and with their luggage as they're coming out. Those kind of concierges. So there's two of them standing at each side of the black gates, which is open. And like me, my sister and her friend are like, yo, there is bare people here. What is going on? And we're teenagers. All of us are teenagers. I'm 12. They're like 15. You know what I mean? So we're all kids, basically. We're looking around and we're like, this is weird, because people are like, there's an energy here of like just excitement. I don't want to say anxiety because I didn't know what anxiety was at the time. I just knew excitement. People were excited for something. Something was happening in there. Do you know what I mean? That was going to be coming out, or something had gone in. but there was that excitement still around. You know what I'm saying? People like getting notebooks out and shit like that, like, and pens, getting ready to sign something. You know what I'm saying? Or they had just got something signed. You know what I mean? I was very confused about that. Like, but everybody had like notebooks and pens and shit. This was way before the time of camera phones, bro. I'm talking 2002, bro. You know, like, all we had was radio. Do you know what I'm saying? We never had anything portable which you could film, like, unless you had a video camera or you know, like a fucking physical camera. But I'm talking the disposable ones. You know, so there was loads of people with those disposable cameras, a couple people with those video cameras. You know what I mean? And I'm just there like, what is going on? I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. You know, my sister's like, bro, let's just stay a little bit and see what's going on over here. So we stay for like 10 minutes. There's loads of European people for some reason. I'm like, I didn't know there was that many European people in England. Remember, I'm 12, bruv. I didn't know there was that many European people in England. There was bare European people. Like, I don't think anyone there was English, so we couldn't even communicate with anybody. You know, like, if we did, they had broken English. They didn't understand the whole, like, sentence of what we were saying. You know, so then, like, we're there, like, 10 minutes is going past and stuff. Like, we're looking and we're like, yo, we need to get home, man. It's getting late for us. You know what I mean? We're teenagers again. And as we're leaving, that's when the penny drops. There's this man who is, I don't know if he's still around today, but he is like the #1 Michael Jackson impersonator in the world. Like, he proper did himself, like, up to look like Mike. You know what I mean? Like White Michael. You know what I'm saying? Like, he proper did it, like the nose, the fucking skin tone, the hair, bruv, the Jerry curl, all of that, bruv. Like, he was like Mike. It's like looking at Mike. So I'm there like, why is this guy dressed up like Mike? Like, why is this guy dressed up like Michael Jackson? And even he's getting attention. You get me? He's getting bare attention. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of strange. So we stay a little bit longer. And then we overhear. This is when, like, things just was like, rah, this is mental. Someone goes, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. They're in a conversation. Yeah, Michael Jackson's in there. I looked at my sister and she looked at me. And I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. Nah, there's no way Mike is in there. You get me? King of Pop, Mike. There's no way Mike's in there. There's no way Mike is in Knightsbridge in London, bruv. Like, on my sister's birthday specifically. But there's no way Michael Jackson. That's bullshit. There's no way. But we're entertaining the joke at this point. We're like, let's see if he is. You know what I mean? Now we're like, let's see if he is, you know, because we've got Mike's impersonator right there. There's so many European people right here, bruv. This is the time when Mike was doing, like, all those European tours where people were fainting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike was the man still. Like, Mike was killing it, you know, when people were fainting and stuff like that, when they saw Mike. You know what I'm saying? So, let's say about, like, 9 minutes now. Like, we're still kind of like, yo, maybe. We're in that kind of maybe, like, energy. Like, but then at the same time, we kind of want to go. So we're like, maybe. And within that half a minute, the gates open. Yeah, because they're loud, big gates, bruv. They're not like no cheap gates. These are big gates. Like, I'm sure they cost a bob, bruv. The gates open, bruv. And this silver Rolls Royce, it comes out slowly. It comes out slowly. Like, the car comes out of those gates slowly, like. And then the window goes down, bruv. Yeah, literally, like, to about that level. And, bro, let me say, yo, even talking like that is mad. Yo, this hand comes out with the glove, rude boy. The glove. I said, no way, man. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way is Mike in there. I'm small at this point, yeah. Remember, I'm 12 years old. I'm small. I'm not as tall as everybody. So the car is kind of like my height. You know what I'm saying? So as the window goes down, yeah, and you see the hand come out, I see black hair and I see white. I said, yo, that's Mike, bro. That's fucking Mike. And is it Liz Taylor? I think her name was Liz Taylor. She was like his friend or something. If anybody knows who Liz Taylor is, like, or yeah, YouTube her or Google her. And there was a guy called Uri Geller as well. I don't know if anybody remembers Uri Geller. Uri Geller was this guy in the 90s and I think the early 2000s who, like, was a magician. So man was all there, like, I think his whole shtick was that he could bend a spoon with his mind and shit. And him and Mike like became friends. It's weird, it's wild. But he was in the car as well, bruv. My eyes weren't playing games with me. I know for a fact, I know that was Mike. I was like, that's fucking Michael Jackson, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna like claim and lie in the story and be like, oh, Mike looked at me and gave, you know, his spirit went into none of that shit. Yeah, Mike was literally waving like that. I saw my man. And to even confirm it was Mike, this is how big Mike was. This is how big Mike's like appeal and fame was. Like people used to run after the car, bro. I saw with my own, like, yo, with my eyes, bro. I saw people run after the car. You get me? I can't even put this back on. Fuck it. I saw people run after the car, bro. I saw a Don. I think he was Chinese. Yeah, and he had, was it, you know, the cameras? Like, I don't know if they still do that. I know people still rock the whole like camera thing where you can tie, I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing, you could tie the camera to your thing, to your neck. He had that and he was going, bro. He was going for it. He was going for it. And there was no like, it was a green, what is it? A green light. It was a green light coming up, like literally, like the traffic light was green. But for some reason, they weren't like darting it like they were gonna blow. They were like going at like a good speed, like at what, like a 20 or even like a 15 or something on the road, innit? And this Chinese, so, because the car, it was literally a moment. It was like that, and then the car's gone. And then I'm just there, like, as we're all looking as the car's gone, and the Chinese guy, vroom, vroom, he's going for it, bro. Michael, Mike tapping on the window. So I don't know if he saw in it, but he definitely saw Mike was in there as well. So he confirmed as well for a fact that Mike was there. And we were just there, all just shocked and just like, yo, Mike just fucking was in that Rolls Royce that just went past. That's how big Mike was. Like, he had people waiting outside his hotel, screaming his name, chasing him down, fainting. Yo, man, there'll never be another Michael Jackson, man.